All right. Well, we're going to bring our guest on to the show. Please, all of you in the Blathering community, please welcome her, longtime friend of mine, author extraordinaire, Madeleine Roux is here. Maddie, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing pretty okay. How are you?
Doing spectacular. So, for those that aren't familiar with Madeleine, how many books are you up to now published? I was trying to look up the number.
I think I think this Star Wars book coming out in July will be 29 or 28. I can't. I know I'm losing track.
I mean,
We're creeping up on 30. We're creeping up on
creeping
30.
up on 30 published books. And yeah, you mentioned it. I'm so excited for this one. We've been talking about it on Force Center, but folks, in July of this year, July 28th or so, we got Star Wars Legacy. This is Madeleine's first full Star Wars novel, but she has one of my favorite pieces of Star Wars writing, Eclipse, from the first From a Certain Point of View anthology. This is the story of Rey and Leia, the rebuilding of the Skywalker blade, forming a new Master Apprentice bond, and that's about all we can say before any bosses come down and say don't spoil things. But Maddie, I'm so happy for you. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm really, really excited for people to check it out, and obviously very nervous, but mostly just stoked.
It's mostly just stokes to good we go through life.
Yeah.
So I was at Maddie. I was trying to find. So we ran around in circles in the mid 2000 teens. Remember 10 years ago? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, vaguely.
and I was looking for a photo. I shared some on Force Center when the book announcement came out from like some of the celebrations that we were at 2015, 2017. But 11 years ago today was one of your Jedi Alliance pictures. I actually have it here. There's you, me, and Mon Garrett. 11 years ago today.
I'm just a baby.
I
Oh, it's so cute.
I hate everything about my face, but there we are. There we are.
Yeah, I look so sweaty.
Well, the studio
I look
lights.
so sweaty.
It was hot. It was hot in that studio. They built the studio.
And of course, Maud is like a perfect angel. Whatever.
Perfect 6 foot tall angel there. All right, so this is going to be a lot of fun. So, Maddie, what I love about this is this is actually like the first time we've talked, I think, since Orlando, maybe, other than DMs and social media. So you're live here with the Blathering. This is producer Steve. Steve, this is Maddie.
Hi, Steve.
Great to meet you.
So,
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Madeleine, Steve was a broadcast journalism major in college. He's really good at writing headlines. And so he has constructed this game in which he's going to present us each 5 news headlines. He's going to read them. If you have something to write down or on your phone, make a note of what you think, true or false. And then we'll go back and reveal it after all 5 have been revealed. And here's the fun thing. You don't know how far you can trust Steve. And that's why I think, Steve, this is become not just a segment here tonight, but a bit of a morality test on you.
Oh, geez, that's an added layer of pressure I didn't need. Thank you for that.
All right. So, Madeleine, any questions? Are you ready to compete in fake headlines?
No, I'm ready. I have my writing implement. I'm pretty chronically online, so I feel good about this. I think I'm gonna nail it.
Okay.
All right.
5 questions coming in. Steve, take it away.
Here we go. Headline number 1. Smokey Bear snags Smokey Stealer. A man accused of traveling to Orlando to steal Smokey Bear signs from state forests and resell them on Facebook Marketplace for $1,900 was arrested with the iconic wildlife prevention mascot on site. Florida officials were quoted saying, "What happens when dumb criminals poke the bear?"
Okay. All right. So don't register it yet, Maddie. If you have any questions, follow-ups, now's the time. But
questions, follow-ups.
I'll put my vote in.
Is there an actual like pull quote from law enforcement, like a full response?
That is that. The quote I gave you was the tweet from the Florida commissioner, agriculture commissioner.
Okay.
What happens when dumb criminals poke the bear?
Okay. All right.
Ready for headline number 2?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Living Supreme. Taco Bell announced plans to open a one-of-a-kind Crunchwrap suite at the Luxor Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, where promised amenities include a luxurious Baja Blast shower, queso fountain, and a mobile Taco Bell cantina to accompany you on the Luxor casino floor.
I want this to be true so bad.
Me too. Me too. As someone who is planning to get married next year at the Taco Bell Chapel in Vegas, this strikes very close to my heart.
Oh my God. Are you that's real? You're doing it there?
For real, yeah.
Oh,
that's
it's
the plan. It's $777, so the price is right. Can't beat it.
Look,
You get a bouquet of hot sauce packets. Like,
Nice.
that's
come
amazing.
on.
I think that's absolutely a smart way to do it. My friend, about 20 years ago, had his wedding in Vegas, and it was a wonderful time. Wonderful time. Lovely.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
Gosh, I don't know if I have questions. I just have hopes and dreams at this point.
Well said.
Don't we all?
Well said.
Don't we all?
Well said. Number 3.
Headline number 3. Tell EMU about it. St. Johns County, Florida deputies responded last Friday to reports of a pet emu's escape. The deputy attempted to secure the emu, but the flightless bird kicked several times using its large talons and fled. After a short chase, the deputy cornered the emu, secured it with a makeshift lasso, and cuffed its legs together. The emu was returned to its owners unharmed.
So they treat
a lot of Florida.
Yeah, a lot of Florida. They
Florida makes
treated
this game a lot easier, to be fair.
That's true.
Yeah, sunshine laws, right?
They treated the emu with more class than they're treating folks in Minnesota. That's for sure.
You just had to make it too real, didn't you, Ken?
Yeah,
You just had to make it too
I did. I did. All right. So anyway, this took place in Florida. That was my question.
Yes, St. Johns County, Florida.
Don't think, Steve. Don't think I didn't catch your wordplay pun of tell emu about it up top. I caught you. I got your Billy Joel pun.
I have a general question. Is there like always a certain number that are true, or is it just, it could be anything?
Yep.
They could all be fake.
Yep. They could all be fake. They could all be
Okay.
real. Yeah, it could
Okay.
be 4, 1, 2, 3, whatever.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
fantastic.
Good question.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Are we ready
Number
for
4?
headline number 4?
Let's do it.
Mama's boy. A 56-year-old unemployed Northern Italian man is under investigation for fraud for impersonating his mother, who actually died in 2022. He collected 53,000 euros in pension payments in 3 years, and he was caught attempting to renew his dead mother's driver's license in person wearing makeup and her clothes.
I have no.
What part of Italy?
The story just says unemployed Northern Italian man.
Got it.
Dude, like the Madeleine was like, excuse me, if this was in Barcelona, Spain, or this, that, I know this region well. All right, Mom.
I know a thing or two about Italy. I've been there.
Yeah. Mama's boy. True. Okay. I don't know if true or not. Good strategy. That's what I say. Good strategy. Okay.
Creative.
Number
All
5.
right, here we go. Are we ready for our final headline?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Don't run out of hearts. A story this week alleges Sony was trying to keep a lawsuit under wraps in February of 2023 against a small game development team out of Washington State for filing a patent that would modify third-party PlayStation 5 controllers to administer a small static shock to players upon certain game actions.
Could you read that one again?
Sure. Don't run out of hearts. A story this week alleges Sony was trying to keep a lawsuit under wraps in February of 2023 against a small game development team out of Washington State for filing a patent that would modify third-party PlayStation 5 controllers to administer a small static shock to players upon certain game actions.
Again, one that I hope is true. I'd love to do that. I'd love to play
That
Fortnite
sounds
like
awful.
that.
Like
I'd love to play Fortnite like that.
You'd be playing Red Dead Redemption, you're just getting like shocked as you're getting shot and everything. That'd be horrible.
Yes. I already get mad enough at Madden. Imagine throwing an interception.
Buzz. Like a shock.
Maybe you could use it to like Pavlov yourself, right? That like if you were playing badly, it would shock you more, and then you'd have to like get good.
Yes, that's excellent. All right, Steve, take us through, and then we'll start registering our opinions here.
Okay, here we go. So those are our 5 headlines. Are we ready to go right back up to the top? And I'll just give you, I'll reread the headline and then you guys talk about it. Here we go.
Yep.
Headline number 1, Smokey Bear snags Smokey Stealer. This is the man accused of traveling to Orlando to steal the Smokey Bear signs from state forests, resell them on Facebook Marketplace for $1,900. He was arrested with the iconic wildlife prevention mascot on site, and the Florida officials tweeted out, what happens when dumb criminals poke the bear?
I'm going to... Oh, I might change my... Oh, okay. Last minute. Oh man, this could cost me. I'm changing my vote.
Yeah.
I'm changing my vote from false to true because I just realized that's how dumb some of these law enforcement agencies think they are.
That's what I was just going to say. It's so corny. That's the way they tweet. It's so corny.
Right?
Yeah, I'm with you. I was a no because I thought the price was weird. Like it seems low to me that you would go to all that trouble and then only ask for like less than $2,000. But that is very much how law enforcement runs their social media. Right.
That's somewhere there's some kind of press sergeant who's like, I got a good one, Chief. Yeah. So, okay.
Got him.
I put true. Maddie put true as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a true.
Don't trust your gut, kids. Ken is right. He's flipped to true, and that is a real headline. You both have a point each.
Let's go.
That's so good. Goddamn Florida.
Okay, ready? Okay. Headline number 2. This was Living Supreme. Taco Bell announced plans to open a one-of-a-kind Crunchwrap suite at the Luxor Hotel and Casino in Vegas, where promised amenities include a luxurious Baja Blast shower, queso fountain, and a mobile Taco Bell cantina to accompany you on the Luxor Casino floor. Ken.
I'm going false. Here's the thing. I think there's a lot of truth to it. The Luxor of Vegas is, we hear it's under, it's under some pressure to improve its numbers and all the things going on. And is it the economy? Is it Gen Z? Vegas is hurting. So this seems like something the Luxor would come up with. I think it was a bridge too far, as if the Baja Blast shower wasn't a bridge too far. Having like a cart follow you around, I was like, I don't think they can pull that off. I went false.
Yeah, I went false only because it does sound like something they would put as like they do a lot of trolling on social media. I see them on TikTok, like respond to people's accounts and stuff. But yeah, it seems fake to me. And honestly, like I have very recently gone to their website, so I feel like I would have seen something about this. But I don't know. I'm going false.
All right, you guys are on to me so far. You both have 2 points. That is a fake headline. That is a fake headline.
How kind of real was it, Steve?
I just made that up. I just came up with that's totally off the dome. Yeah.
Brilliant.
What a creative little boy. What a creative boy. Steve doing his home. That's amazing. And you know what? Here's the thing, Steve. Much like the fake Tauntaun sleeping bag that became a reality, this could be real if we get it to the right people at Luxor.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they could use it. That's why I went with the Luxor too, because the last time I was in Vegas, I just remember how sad I was, like walking around the Luxor. I was like, they could use the help. Anyway.
But Madeleine, if you're gonna look for a honeymoon suite in Vegas, we will raise the funds to get you out of the Luxor. We'll put you at least in the stratosphere.
That wasn't on the list. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay, just making sure. All right, number 3.
Headline number 3 was Tell Emu About It. This was our St. Johns County, Florida deputies responding to the report of a pet emu who has escaped. The deputy attempted to secure the emu, but the flightless bird kicked several times using its large talons and fled. After a short chase, the deputy cornered the emu, secured it with a makeshift lasso, and cuffed its legs together. The emu was returned to its owners unharmed. Ken?
Despite the wordplay and the Billy Joel song pun, which I know you just delicious opportunity you took, I am going true. This tracks for me on a lot of levels, including that someone would just own an emu that got out.
Okay, we're going to diverge here because I'm going false.
Ooh.
And my reasoning is that I think you're setting yourself up for a lot of backlash if you say flat out that you tackled and handcuffed a bird. I'm going false.
Good reasons.
Okay, we got a split decision here. That is a real headline. That is a real headline. Ken pulls ahead 3-2.
3-2.
Ken is getting good at this game. It's a little scary.
Well,
okay.
this is why we are eventually going to have 2 competitors that aren't one of them not me, because I know you, Steve. I know you, scoundrel. But you're tricky. You're false and tricksy. I'll tell you that much.
I'm trying.
All right, number 4.
All right, here we go. Headline number 4. Mama's boy. This was the 56-year-old unemployed Northern Italian man who's under investigation for fraud for impersonating his mother, who actually died in 2022. He collected 53,000 euros in pension payments over the 3 years, and he was caught attempting to renew his dead mother's driver's license in person, wearing makeup and her clothes.
I'm waiting for the insight that Madeleine brings about Northern Italy on this, but I'm going true. I almost went false because this absolutely can happen. It just, this rings of like Brett Favre's Mississippi and not Italy. So Italy made it a little, but I don't want to assume they're more classy than us, that everything looks like Phantom Menace over there. So I'm going true.
I also went true, and the reason is that we know now that a lot of those reports that are like, oh, everyone in Italy lives forever and they're super, super healthy because of olive oil and red wine or whatever is not true. It's actually just that they have terrible at keeping track of like this stuff.
Right.
So people will live to like 155, but they're not alive. They died a long time ago. There's like a lot of bureaucracy that they're behind on. A lot of paperwork that doesn't get filed correctly. So I'm going yes. Okay. I'm going true.
True.
Alrighty, that is a true headline. So Ken, you are at 4 points, Madeleine at 3.
Okay, this is make or break.
This is a make or break for the last headline.
Mm-hmm.
This is Don't Run Out of Hearts.
Changing it. I'm not changing.
Okay, yeah, stick with your gut. Don't Run Out of Hearts. A story this week alleges Sony was trying to keep a lawsuit under wraps back in February of 2023 against a small game development team at Washington State for filing a patent that would modify a third-party PlayStation 5 controller to administer a small static shock to players upon certain game actions. Ken.
This is where I may mess things up. I just went true just because, number one, Sony would try to do something like this to someone trying to do something like this to their product, which maybe I understand at some level, I guess. I don't know. But also, it just seems diabolical enough that someone's out there like, hey, what if we did this, man? So I'm going true. Might be wrong, though.
I'm going false. I'm going false. I live in Washington State. I feel like this would have broken containment, but I could be wrong. I feel like I might have heard about this through the grapevine, but yeah, I don't know. That's just my gut. False. Okay.
Alrighty, and with that, Ken, we really, really have to figure out how to do tiebreakers for this game because that is yet another game that ends in a tie. You both have 4 points. That was a fake headline.
Lovely.
Thank God.
That's it.
I'm just glad I got Ken with one of them. Ken didn't get one of them right. He's getting on. He's on to me. So
that was my best performance. But Madeleine comes in here. You 4 out of 5, and you've never met Steve. You can't trust Steve as far as you can throw him. And you're a power lifter. You could throw Steve far. So pretty far. That was a great round. We don't need a winner, Steve. We're both winners
full of
here
shit,
today.
I guess. I gotta get back to the. I gotta get back to the board and try a little harder next time.
Those were great, though. That's super fun. I love that.
Thank you so much.
Great job.
Thank you so much.
Great job.
All tied up at 4. Madeleine, thank you for stopping by. Let's do this again. We're also going to get you on Force Center when the book Star Wars Legacy is coming out. Is there anything my audience can do now to get that book pre-sold, pre-saved, or anything cool like that?
Just the usual, wherever you get your books. I always prefer indie sellers, of course, but if that's not available, do what you got to do. Or library is great. Letting them know you're interested. That means they'll get more copies, ahead of time. So it's like a shorter wait list and stuff like that. But nope, just, I also know it's the economy is shit. So if you can't, you can't. It's just you gotta do what you gotta do. So
yeah, and kind of true too to go to like indie bookstores in your neighborhood and look. It's a Star Wars book, so that might be more readily available. That I get, but even for a lot of your other work, Madeleine, that is out there, if you go to a bookstore and kind of say, "Hey, do you got this book?" That could cause them to not just get one, but maybe a few that could turn into sales.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go. Absolutely. Addie has pre-ordered and she is ready. I'm so excited to hear it. Madeleine, thank you for checking in tonight. Really appreciate you. I hope to see you soon up there in that great state of Washington.
Absolutely. Take care, you guys.
All right. Bye.